Hey Aries, welcome back. I want to talk to you today about something that has been showing up so strongly in your energy lately. The universe has been sending me this message for you about vibration and alignment. And honestly, when I pulled these cards, I got actual chills because the story they tell is so clear and so powerful for where you are right now. So I shuffled my deck with your fire energy in mind, asking Spirit to show me what happens when you raise your vibration, when you step into that higher frequency that you are absolutely capable of reaching. And Aries, what came through is not just about feeling good or thinking positive thoughts. This is about a complete energetic shift that is going to change the entire trajectory of your path. Before we get into the cards, I just want you to take a breath with me. Because what I am about to share with you is going to require you to really listen, not just with your mind, but with your soul. The universe is speaking directly to you through these cards. And there are some truths here that might challenge you, might push you, but ultimately are going to set you free. Let me pull the first card for you. Oh wow, okay. Four of Swords. Right away, the universe is telling me that before you can vibrate higher, before you can align with all the abundance and love and success that is waiting for you, you need to rest. And I know what you are thinking, Aries. I can already hear you saying, but I do not have time to rest. I have things to do, goals to chase, battles to win. But listen to me. This card did not show up by accident. The Four of Swords is showing me that you have been running on empty for so long that you do not even realize how depleted your energy has become. I am seeing you pushing through exhaustion, forcing yourself to keep going when your body and spirit are literally begging you to stop. And here is the thing, Aries. When you operate from a place of depletion, your vibration cannot rise. It is impossible. You are trying to fill everyone else's cup when yours is bone dry. The universe is asking you to take a sacred pause. Not forever, not even for that long, but long enough to actually recharge your batteries. I am talking about real rest here, not just scrolling through your phone in bed or binge-watching shows to numb out. I mean deep restorative rest where you allow your nervous system to actually calm down. When you give yourself permission to stop fighting for just a moment, something miraculous happens. Your vibration naturally begins to rise because you are no longer operating in survival mode. Think about it like this. You cannot tune into a higher radio frequency when all your circuits are fried. The Four of Swords is telling me that rest is not weakness for you, Aries. It is actually your secret weapon. When you rest, you create space. And in that space, clarity comes. Solutions appear. Your intuition speaks louder. Your body heals. Your energy field clears out all the dense, heavy stuff you have been carrying. I am also seeing that some of you have been dealing with mental exhaustion specifically. Like your brain will not shut off. You are constantly thinking, planning, worrying, replaying conversations, imagining worst-case scenarios. The Four of Swords is inviting you to give your mind a break too. Maybe through meditation, maybe through being in nature, maybe through activities that actually bring you joy instead of stress. And here is what Spirit wants you to know. When you rest from this place of honoring yourself rather than giving up, your entire energy signature changes. You stop radiating, I am struggling, and you start radiating, I am in control of my peace. That shift alone is going to attract completely different experiences into your life. People will notice something has changed about you. Opportunities will start flowing more easily. But it all begins with you choosing to rest. Let me pull your second card, the Star. Oh, Aries, do you see what is happening here? Right after the universe asks you to rest, it shows you what becomes possible when you do. The Star is one of the most beautiful cards in the entire deck, and it is showing up for you. This card is all about hope, healing, renewal, and that feeling of being connected to something so much bigger than yourself. What I am seeing with the Star is that when you raise your vibration through rest and self-care, you literally become a beacon of light. And I do not mean that in some vague spiritual way. I mean that your energy becomes so clear, so pure, so aligned that you start attracting miracles. The Star is telling me that you are entering a phase where what you have been wishing for, what you have been praying for, what you have been visualizing is about to become real. But here is the key, Aries. The Star only shines after the storm. If you look at the traditional tarot sequence, the Star comes right after the Tower, which represents destruction and chaos. So what Spirit is showing me is that whatever you have been through recently, whatever knocked you down or shook your foundation, that was actually preparing you for this moment. You had to go through that to get here. The Star is also deeply connected to your intuition and your spiritual gifts. When your vibration is high, you become so much more receptive to divine guidance. You start noticing synchronicities everywhere. You hear that quiet inner voice more clearly. You trust yourself in ways you never have before. I am seeing that some of you are going to experience almost psychic levels of knowing, where you just know things before they happen. That is your high vibration at work. And I love that the star shows a woman pouring water onto land and into a pool. This is about you learning to give and receive in balance. For so long, Aries, you have been the one giving, fighting, pushing, leading. But the star is asking you to also receive help, receive compliments, receive love, receive abundance. When you vibrate higher, you understand that you are worthy of receiving just as much as you are of giving. I am also getting a message about hope. Some of you have felt hopeless lately, like nothing is working out, like you are stuck in the same patterns. The star is the universe's way of saying, do not give up now. You are so close. When you raise your vibration, hope is not just a feeling, it becomes a knowing. You know in your bones that everything is going to work out because you can feel yourself aligning with your highest path. The star is also showing me that you need to stay true to yourself. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. Do not shrink yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. When you vibrate at your natural frequency, the right people, situations, and opportunities will be drawn to you like moths to a flame. Trust that. Let me see what is next for you. 9 of Swords. Okay, so this is interesting because we are moving from this beautiful, hopeful energy of the star into the 9 of Swords, which is traditionally one of the most difficult cards in the deck. But stay with me because there is a really important message here about what blocks your high vibration. The 9 of Swords is the card of anxiety, worry, sleepless nights, and mental torment. And Aries, the universe is showing me that your biggest obstacle to vibrating higher is not external. It is not other people. It is not circumstances. It is not bad luck. It is your own mind, the stories you tell yourself, the fears you ruminate on, the worst-case scenarios you play on repeat. Those are what keep you stuck in a lower frequency. I am seeing that many of you have a tendency to catastrophize. Something small happens and your mind immediately jumps to the worst possible outcome. Someone does not text you back and you convince yourself they hate you. You make one mistake at work and you are certain you are going to get fired. A relationship has one rough patch and you are already planning the breakup. Does this sound familiar? The 9 of Swords is showing me that your thoughts are literally creating your reality right now. And I do not mean that in a blame way, I mean it in an empowerment way. Because if your thoughts can create suffering, they can also create joy. If your mind can imagine everything going wrong, it can also imagine everything going right. What I am getting from Spirit is that you need to become aware of your thought patterns. Start noticing when you spiral into anxiety. What triggers it? What stories are you telling yourself? And here's the thing, most of those stories are not even true. They are just fears dressed up as facts. The 9 of Swords is asking you to challenge those thoughts. Question them. Ask yourself, is this actually true or is this just my fear talking? I am also seeing that some of you struggle with insomnia or racing thoughts at night. The universe is telling me this is a sign that you are not processing your emotions during the day. You are pushing them down, staying busy, distracting yourself, and then at night when everything is quiet, all those unprocessed feelings come flooding back. The path to a higher vibration includes feeling your feelings, not running from them. And here is what is so powerful about this card showing up in this position. The universe is saying that your vibration will rise dramatically when you take control of your mental space. When you stop letting fear run the show, when you choose thoughts that serve you instead of thoughts that hurt you, this is not about toxic positivity or pretending everything is fine when it is not. This is about consciously directing your mental energy toward what you want to create instead of what you are afraid of. The 9 of Swords is also showing me that you need to cut the cord with anxiety. It has been your companion for so long that it almost feels comfortable, familiar. But Aries, you do not need anxiety to keep you safe. You do not need worry to prove you care. You can release it. And when you do, when you genuinely let go of that heavy, fearful energy, your vibration is going to soar. Next card coming to you now, Knight of Swords. Okay, yes, now we are getting into your natural element, Aries. The Knight of Swords is pure action, pure drive, pure forward momentum. And after the 9 of Swords showed us what blocks you, the Knight of Swords is showing us what propels you to that higher vibration. Here is what I am seeing. When you combine mental clarity with decisive action, you become unstoppable. The Knight of Swords does not second guess, does not hesitate, does not wait for permission. This knight sees the goal and charges toward it at full speed. And that is the energy you need to channel right now, Aries. But here is the nuance. The Knight of Swords only works when it is moving in the right direction. If you are just taking action for the sake of action, if you are busy without purpose, if you are moving fast but going in circles, you are going to burn out. The universe is telling me that your high vibration is directly connected to aligned action. Action that feels true to your soul. Action that excites you. Action that moves you toward your actual goals, not what you think you should want. I am getting a strong message about communication too. The sword suit rules communication, and the Knight of Swords is telling me you need to speak up. Say what you mean. Ask for what you want. Set boundaries. Express your truth. When you vibrate higher, you cannot afford to stay silent about things that matter. Your voice is powerful, Aries, and the universe needs you to use it. The Knight of Swords is also showing me a quality of intellectual sharpness. When your vibration is high, your mind works differently. You see through BS instantly. You make connections others miss. You solve problems quickly. You are witty, clever, articulate. But you need to be careful not to use this mental power to tear others down. The shadow side of the Knight of Swords is being cutting, harsh, or cruel with words. Your high vibration means using your intelligence to elevate, not destroy. I am also seeing themes of bravery here. The Knight of Swords is showing me that raising your vibration is going to require you to be brave. Brave enough to go after what you really want. Brave enough to leave what no longer serves you. Brave enough to stand alone if necessary. Brave enough to be different. This is not the time to play small or hide your light. The universe is literally pushing you to step up and step out. And timing-wise, the Knight of Swords moves fast. So, whatever you have been waiting for, whatever you have been hoping would happen, when you hit that higher vibration, things are going to accelerate rapidly. Doors will open. Opportunities will appear. People will respond. But you have to be ready to act when the moment comes. No more overthinking. No more, let me sleep on it for 6 months. When the Knight of Swords energy activates, you need to move. Let me pull the next card for you. 8 of Wands. Oh my goodness, Aries. Do you see what is happening? After the Knight of Swords shows you taking brave, aligned action, the 8 of Wands appears to show you the results. This card is all about speed, momentum, and everything falling into place at once. The 8 of Wands is literally showing me energy in motion. When you vibrate higher, you do not have to push or force or struggle anymore. Things just start happening. Messages come through, calls get returned, deals close, plans materialize. It is like the universe suddenly hits fast forward on your life. What I am getting from Spirit is that many of you have felt stuck recently. Like you have been doing all the right things, but nothing is moving. You plant seeds and nothing grows. You put yourself out there and hear crickets. You try and nothing shifts. The 8 of Wands is the universe saying that is about to change. When your vibration rises to match your desires, there is no more resistance. The floodgates open. I am seeing this card as especially significant for communication, travel, and new opportunities. Some of you are about to receive news you have been waiting for. Could be a job offer, acceptance letter, confirmation about a project, message from someone important. The 8 of Wands says it is coming, and it is coming soon, like within days or weeks, not months. For those of you in creative fields or working on projects, the 8 of Wands is showing me a burst of inspiration and productivity. When your energy is high, you are going to be in flow. Ideas will pour through you. Work that used to feel hard will feel effortless. You will create more in a few weeks than you have in months. This is the power of high vibration. You tap into a creative channel that is always there, but only accessible when you are aligned. The 8 of Wands is also about direction. All the wands are pointing the same way, moving toward the same destination. This is telling me that when you raise your vibration, your path becomes clear. No more confusion about what to do next. No more second-guessing every decision. You will just know, and you will move in that direction with confidence. I am also getting a message about things happening faster than you expect. Like you might think, okay, I am working on raising my vibration. I will see results in 6 months. But the 8 of Wands is saying, try 6 days. When you truly shift your energy, the universe responds immediately, not because it is finally paying attention to you, but because you are finally aligned with what has been waiting for you all along. There is also something here about releasing control. The Eight of Wands shows arrows flying through the air with no hand guiding them. This is about trusting the trajectory you have set in motion and letting go. When you vibrate higher, you understand that you do not need to micromanage every detail. You set the intention, you take aligned action, and then you trust. The universe will handle the how and the when. Let me see what card wants to come through next. The Empress. Oh, Aries, this is beautiful. After all that speed and motion of the Eight of Wands, here comes the Empress to ground you in pure, creative, abundant, nurturing energy. This is one of the most powerful cards for manifestation, and it is showing up for you. The Empress is the divine feminine energy of creation. She sits in a lush garden, surrounded by abundance, completely at ease. And what Spirit is showing me is that when you vibrate at a higher frequency, you step into this energy of creatrix. You are not just attracting things, you are birthing them. You are not just receiving, you are generating. This is your power, Aries. What I am seeing with the Empress is that your high vibration unlocks your ability to manifest in the physical realm. We are talking about tangible results, money in your bank account, love in your life, health in your body, success in your career. The Empress does not deal in maybes or somedays. She deals in reality, and she is telling you that when your energy is right, you can literally create whatever you desire. I am also getting a strong message about worthiness. The Empress knows she deserves the best, and she does not apologize for it. When you vibrate higher, Aries, you step into this energy of deserving, not from ego, not from entitlement, but from a deep knowing that you are worthy of love, worthy of success, worthy of happiness, worthy of all of it. And that sense of worthiness is magnetic. It draws everything good to you. The Empress is also deeply connected to sensuality and pleasure. When was the last time you let yourself experience pleasure just for the sake of it? Not pleasure with an agenda, not pleasure to impress someone, but pure enjoyment of being alive? The universe is telling me that your vibration rises when you let yourself feel good. Wear clothes that make you feel amazing. Eat food that nourishes and delights you. Touch soft fabrics. Listen to music that moves you. Spend time in beauty. These are not frivolous things, Aries. They are frequency shifters. I am seeing that some of you have a complicated relationship with abundance. Maybe you grew up with scarcity. Maybe you have beliefs that money is evil or that you have to struggle to succeed. The Empress is here to tell you that those beliefs are lies. Abundance is your birthright. The universe is infinitely abundant, and when you vibrate at the Empress frequency, you tap into that infinite supply. There is enough for everyone. There is enough for you. The Empress is also showing me themes of nurturing. Not just nurturing others, but nurturing yourself. When you take care of yourself with the same love and attention you give to others, your whole energy field transforms. You become softer but stronger, gentler but more powerful. This is the paradox of the Empress. She creates from a place of peace, not force. And for some of you, the Empress is literal. Pregnancies, births, new beginnings of all kinds. If you have been trying to conceive or start something new, this card is a very positive sign. When you vibrate higher, you become fertile. Fertile with ideas, opportunities, love, life. Things that were dormant start to grow. Let me pull another card for you now. Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so after the Empress shows you this abundant creative energy, here comes Seven of Pentacles to talk about patience and evaluation. And I think this is such an important message for you right now, Aries, because I know your fire energy wants everything. Yesterday, the Seven of Pentacles shows someone pausing to look at what they have planted and grown so far. And the universe is asking you to do the same. Take a moment to acknowledge how far you have come. Look at what you have built. Recognize the progress you have made. When you vibrate higher, you do not discount your achievements or minimize your growth. You honor it. What I am getting from Spirit is that you are closer than you think. The Seven of Pentacles appears when you are in that frustrating middle phase where you have done the work but have not seen the full harvest yet. You have planted, watered, tended, but the fruits are not quite ripe. And it is so tempting to give up right here, to think it is not working, to abandon your garden. But Aries, this card is literally the universe saying, do not quit now. Your high vibration is what sustains you through this waiting period. Because when your energy is elevated, waiting does not feel like suffering. It feels like preparation. You trust the timing. You know that growth has its own rhythm. You understand that some things cannot be rushed no matter how much you want them to be. The Seven of Pentacles is also asking you to evaluate if what you have been investing your energy in is actually aligned with your goals. Sometimes we keep watering plants that are never going to bear fruit. Sometimes we stay committed to paths that are not ours to walk. This card gives you permission to reassess. Are you investing your time, energy, and resources in things that actually matter to you? Or are you just going through the motions because you think you should? I am seeing that your vibration rises when you are honest about what is working and what is not. If something in your life is not growing despite all your effort, maybe it is time to redirect that energy elsewhere. Not as giving up, but as wisdom. The Seven of Pentacles is showing me that high vibration people know when to persist and when to pivot. There is also a message here about passive income or things that grow without constant effort. When you vibrate higher, you set up systems and structures that work for you. You plant gardens that keep producing. You create things that have lasting value. You invest in your future self. The Seven of Pentacles is long-term thinking, and that is where real wealth and success come from. I am also getting that some of you need to be more patient with yourselves. You want to see immediate transformation, and when it does not happen overnight, you get discouraged. But Aries, raising your vibration is not a switch you flip. It is a process. Every day you choose higher thoughts, better habits, more aligned actions, you are growing. You might not see it yet, but it is happening. Trust the process. Next card for you, Three of Pentacles. Oh, this is perfect timing because after the Seven of Pentacles talks about evaluation and patience, the Three of Pentacles shows you the power of collaboration. And Aries, this is such an important piece of raising your vibration that I do not want you to miss. The Three of Pentacles shows three people working together, each bringing their unique skills to create something beautiful. And what Spirit is showing me is that your vibration rises dramatically when you are in the right community. When you surround yourself with people who lift you up, challenge you to grow, celebrate your wins, and support you through struggles. I am seeing that some of you have been trying to do everything alone. Maybe because you do not want to burden anyone. Maybe because you think asking for help is weak. Maybe because you have been burned before. But Aries, isolation is a low vibration state. Connection is a high vibration state. You are meant to collaborate, co-create, and build with others. The Three of Pentacles is showing me that there are people who want to help you, who have skills you lack, who can see what you cannot see. When you vibrate higher, you recognize that accepting support is not weakness, it is intelligence. Why struggle alone when you can join forces with others and achieve so much more? I am also getting a message about recognition for your skills. The Three of Pentacles traditionally shows a craftsperson being acknowledged for their work. When your vibration is high, people start to notice you. Your talents get recognized. Your work gets appreciated. Opportunities for collaboration come to you because people can feel your excellence. There is something here about building something lasting too. The Three of Pentacles is often shown in a cathedral or church, representing work that will stand the test of time. When you vibrate at this frequency, you are not just chasing quick wins or instant gratification. You are building a legacy, something that matters, something that will outlive you. The Three of Pentacles is also about mastery and skill development. Your high vibration is directly connected to your willingness to keep learning and improving. To be a student even when you are also a teacher. To stay humble even as you rise. To recognize that there is always more to learn, always room to grow. I am seeing that for some of you, this card is pointing to a specific partnership or collaboration that is coming. Could be business, creative, or romantic. The universe is lining up the right people to work with you. People who match your energy, share your vision, and complement your skills. When you vibrate higher, these soul contracts activate. Let me see what else Spirit wants to show you. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this card is interesting because it can have different meanings depending on the context. The Four of Pentacles traditionally shows someone holding on to their resources very tightly, and the universe is using this card to show you both a warning and an opportunity. Here is what I am seeing. When your vibration is low, the Four of Pentacles shows up as fear. Fear of loss, fear of not having enough, fear of letting go. You grip so tightly to what you have that you cannot receive anything new. Your hands are too full, your heart is too closed. And this fear-based holding creates scarcity energy, which actually repels abundance. But here's the flip side. When your vibration is high, the Four of Pentacles represents healthy boundaries and wise stewardship. It is knowing your worth and not giving your energy away to people and situations that do not value it. It is saying no to things that drain you so you can say yes to what fulfills you. It is protecting what you have built, not from fear, but from wisdom. So the question, Aries, is, which Four of Pentacles are you living right now? Are you holding on from fear or from discernment? Are you being stingy with your love, time, and resources because you are scared? Or are you being selective because you honor yourself? I am getting a strong message about financial energy specifically. Some of you have been in scarcity mindset for so long that even when money comes in, you cannot enjoy it. You immediately worry about losing it. You feel guilty for spending it. You keep yourself in lack even when you have enough. The Four of Pentacles is asking you to examine your relationship with money and security. When you vibrate higher, you understand that money is just energy. It flows in and it flows out. Holding too tightly blocks the flow. Being too loose with it also blocks the flow. The key is balance. Receive it with gratitude. Use it with intention. Release it with trust. And know that more is always coming because you are a magnet for abundance. The Four of Pentacles is also showing me themes of control. When you try to control everything and everyone, you lower your vibration significantly. Because control comes from fear, from not trusting, from thinking you know better than the universe. But when you raise your vibration, you realize that the universe has your back. You can release control and things work out better than you could have planned. I am also seeing that this card is asking you to look at what you are holding onto that you need to release. Old beliefs about money, toxic relationships, jobs that drain you, habits that no longer serve you, grudges, resentments, fears. The Four of Pentacles says that your vibration will soar when you open your hands and let go of what is weighing you down. Final. Card coming to you now, Aries. Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness, what a perfect card to end on. The Ace of Wands is pure potential, pure passion, pure fire. This is your suit, Aries, the suit of action and creation and will. And it is showing up as an ace, which means new beginnings. Here is what the universe is telling you through this card. When you raise your vibration, when you do all the things these other cards have shown you, you get to start fresh. Clean slate, new chapter, new level. The Ace of Wands is literally a gift from the universe, a divine spark of creative power being handed to you. I am seeing that this card represents an opportunity that is coming your way. Could be a new job, new relationship, new creative project, new venture, something that excites you so much you can feel it in your body. That is how you know it is aligned. The Ace of Wands does not show up for lukewarm possibilities. It shows up for things that set you on fire. What I love about this card is that it requires action. The hand is holding the wand out to you, but you have to reach out and grab it. The universe is presenting the opportunity, but you have to say yes. When you vibrate higher, you become more willing to take risks, to leap, to trust yourself. And that willingness is what allows you to seize the Ace of Wands when it appears. The Ace of Wands is also about passion. When you vibrate at a high frequency, you reconnect with what truly lights you up. What makes you feel alive? What gives your life meaning and purpose? And when you follow that passion, when you let it guide your choices, you step into your power. You become magnetic. You inspire others. You create ripples that touch lives you will never even meet. I am seeing that this card is confirmation that you are on the right path. All the work you have been doing, all the healing, all the growth, all the effort to raise your vibration, it is working. And the Ace of Wands is the universe's way of saying, here, take this gift, you have earned it. The Ace of Wands also represents your will, your drive, your determination. When you channel this energy from a place of high vibration, rather than desperation or fear, you become unstoppable. You do not give up. You do not back down. You pursue your vision with everything you have. And the universe supports that level of commitment. For some of you, the Ace of Wands is pointing to a spiritual awakening or a deepening of your connection to your purpose. When you vibrate higher, you remember why you are here, what you came to do, what gifts you came to share, and that remembering changes everything. So Aries, here is what I want you to take away from this reading. When you vibrate higher, and I mean truly raise your frequency through rest, hope, mental clarity, brave action, trust, creativity, patience, collaboration, wise boundaries, and passion, everything aligns. Not someday, not eventually, now. The universe is not asking you to be perfect. It is asking you to be intentional, to choose thoughts that serve you, to take actions that align with your truth, to surround yourself with energy that lifts you, to release what weighs you down, to trust the timing, to stay in your power. And when you do that, Aries, when you commit to vibrating at your highest frequency, you will look back 6 months from now and not even recognize your life. That is how powerful this shift is. That is how much changes when you change. I believe in you. The universe believes in you. Now it is time for you to believe in yourself. Take the Ace of Wands and run with it. Your highest timeline is waiting. Thanks for being here with me today. I would love to know if this resonated with you. Drop a comment and let me know which card hit home the hardest. And if you are serious about raising your vibration, come back tomorrow because we are going deeper into manifestation techniques that actually work. Until next time, stay aligned, stay elevated, stay you.